And whose team is this? Is this your team, or is this your daddy's team?
Thanks for listening to the Dad Mode Podcast. Be a man, be a father, go Dad Mode. Here's your host, Andy Carlson.
Welcome back to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. Damn it. I'm your host, Andy Carlson, at Andy Carlson Show on the Twitter machine. I'm a father, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but you don't either. So let's try and learn something together. Today, the website is dadmodepod.com. Twitter is @dadmode, or just use the hashtag dadmode. We'll find it. I'll pin that. Joining me today on episode 2, and person who's going to be my permanent co-host, he's not a dad that he knows of, but if you listen to any of the other previous podcasts, Purple for the Win, Andy Must Die, you know him as Uncle Nick, at Nickason on Twitter. Nick, how's it going?
Going good, Andy. Thanks for having me on.
Now, why you as a co-host? I want you to explain it.
You know, I think I would make a good co-host because, you know, obviously when you have a podcast that's called Dad Mode, obviously, you know, who do you expect most of the people, your listeners to be? You know, dads. But also maybe, you know, dads expecting, you know, and, you know, I could be a dad expecting. I could be a father someday. I could be a dad. I figured maybe a bunch of listeners, you know, they want to listen to, you know, maybe they're bored of listening to you, the dad expert, or soon to be dad expert. I'm sure they're going to like, you know, having me, you know, throw my little words here and there as a non-expert for now.
You could definitely be a dad because you remember that time that you barebacked the one-eyed hooker from Laughlin?
What happens in Laughlin stays in Laughlin.
Now, yes, this is going to be, you know, perhaps a little bit more crass than what we're used to on Purple for the Win, Andy Must Die, football condos, etc. But, you know, it happens. Also, day drinking is going to be very important on these episodes. And we are going to have, you know, guests, and we're going to reach out to celebrities, people who do have kids, some luminaries, if you will, some names. No offense, Uncle Nick, but these whole episodes where, you know, we just bring up a topic and, you know, we kind of give our thoughts and kind of go off on it. I just like having Uncle Nick here as a bit of a sounding board and getting a perspective of a guy who's not a father, who still has his freedom, Mel Gibson style, and, you know, just get his take on things. Is that fair?
Lethal Weapon 2 style Mel Gibson, you know, the better one, not the 2014-13 Mel Gibson.
Now, you actually are getting too old for the shit.
I got a ways to go.
But no, what? All right, so we always have this debate. Which one is Riggs and which one is Murtaugh?
Riggs is Mel Gibson's character. Murtaugh is Danny Glover.
All right, so Murtaugh is the old black guy from Angels in the Outfield, and Riggs is the anti-Semite Australian dude.
Yes, correct.
Is he a Scientologist too, by the way?
I don't know if he is.
No, he's like the hardcore like Roman
Christian.
Catholic.
Yeah, I think he's hardcore Christian. He did Passion of the Christ back in early 2000s, so you know it's very him. So,
all right. So the thing I have a passion for is talking about being a father, and not Mel Gibson, who I'm sure is a terrible dad. But on the show, this is episode 2. We had our little introduction episode. I have been a dad for 8 days. Did we figure that one out?
Yeah, was it last Saturday, right?
Yep. June 6th, little Margaret came into the world. She's a light of my life. She looks exactly like me because I am Asian. I don't know if that comes across through my thick Korean accent on the microphone. The wife is white, and so we have a beautiful little half Asian, quarter Japanese, quarter Korean, and half white baby because the wife doesn't really know what she is.
Oh, really?
I feel like that's actually kind of common amongst white people because then you got we're part Norwegian because, you know, from Minnesota, we're part Swedish, we're part Irish, we're part Bigarla, part Thai maybe, all the other good stuff.
I mean, you could really, like the white spectrum, it can be broad, you know, if you don't mind me talking about myself a little bit, but I'm half Asian. I'm Filipino for my dad, 100%.
Yeah.
He couldn't, I can go back. He's probably Chinese too, but whatever. But my mom's side was white, and
Mhm.
I know the four main ones for my mom's side. French
Wait.
Canadian. Oh, good.
French
You want to
Canadian's
get?
not a race.
It
It's
kind of
just an
is.
area. There's just the Quebecians who want to break out from
Quebecians.
Canada. Yeah.
You want to try guessing the other three, Andy?
So French Canadian, Iroquois,
No,
British. Wait, no.
no,
I guess that'd be English. Norwegian,
yes,
Scottish,
no,
Swedish,
yes,
Russian,
no,
Finlandish,
nope,
Estonian,
no,
German,
nope. You're
Polak,
close with Scotland.
Polak,
No,
Welsh,
no,
Irish.
Irish.
I don't know. Is Polak politically correct nowadays? Even though we don't
I
really
don't.
care.
I don't think I don't. I think I think you have to go Polish. Polak, for me, was always like all in the family, Archie Bunker, and that's kind of. I think that was like as an insult.
Well, all right. So the theme of this episode is the 5 things that I've learned so far being a father. But as Nick can attest, I like to tangent off on semi-interesting things. So Polak is acceptable, but it's considered relatively derogatory. But it's not like the N-word, correct?
I think, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think so.
Because
yeah,
I kind of put Polak in the same group as Jap, and I am half Japanese, and I just recently found out that Japanese people who are proper Japanese people find the term offensive, even though I don't at all. But again, I was raised relatively white, and so I don't know. Even though I am half Japanese, I don't find the term offensive. Is that weird?
No. It's a culture thing, though. I mean, like that's age and timing. I mean, I think back in the day, I mean, like having the word Jap. I mean, especially from a country in which the Japanese were our enemies at one point in time. I mean, people did take offense to it, but I mean, now with such good ally, I think it's not becoming as offensive as other words. Obviously, the N word, of course. It's I don't know. It's a generation gap, I think.
Maybe I should be offended. Maybe if someone says, "Hey, you're all right for a Jap," I should just get in my Honda sex robot car and then drive away to watch anime and eat sushi.
How do you feel about the word chink or
Except, see, is chink specifically Chinese, or is that like all Asians?
I think that might be generic to all Asians. I'm trying to think of the other one. Obviously from Minnesota, we have a bunch of Hmong. I think I hear the word
we have
gook.
Hmong among us.
Yeah, I think gook is kind of a slang term, kind of derogatory towards Hmong
Vietnamese.
people.
Well, during the Vietnam War, the GIs called the natives gooks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all about the generation.
Like
now.
growing up, I was called a chink, even though I didn't really take offense to it. Although I'm kind of hard to offend. Although the suburban soccer moms will be in the crosshairs because my God, I hate them. I can already tell this is going to be like my holy war. This is my King Arthur Knights of the Round Table mission in life because again, it's not trying to be sexist or misogynistic because it could be men too, but the whole suburbanite iced coffee, you got a Denali even though you got one kid and he's like 18 pounds, but hey, we need a 7-passenger SUV because we got little Junior's stroller and his backup stroller and blah blah blah. And then like they make the kid play soccer even though the kid has no interest in playing soccer. They got him on a gluten-free diet even though the kid doesn't have celiac disease just because it's the cool thing to do. They probably are against immunization and all that stuff. Oh my God, I'm not going to run out of things to talk about. The show's going to be full of stuff.
So are you under the impression that you guys will not become these things that you're saying? Because when I hear the term soccer mom, I'm thinking kids get older. So you're now a new father with a newborn. I mean,
Yep.
You don't think that you might change, Crystal?
I've already determined that I'm not going to raise the kids with kid gloves. And, I love them for certain, but I don't want them to be marshmallowy soft, which a lot of these Aiden, Jaden, and Cadens and Kazan stupid kids are nowadays, where they can't do anything wrong, they can't be punished, they can't be shown right from wrong, and they get to basically do whatever they want. So
everyone gets a trophy.
Everyone gets a gosh darn trophy, and then once they get older, everyone's like, hey, why are there so many douchebags and assholes around? It's like, oh, because as a kid, you weren't shown right from wrong, you weren't shown to behave, you weren't shown how to act in social situations because it was always about Aiden, Caden, and Kazan, and Ethan, and they all got GDYs in the names. I mean,
I'm gonna love this podcast already.
This is fantastic. But let's get back on task because we're already 10 minutes in. But the theme of this second episode is the 5 things that I've learned so far. Number 1, going to the store to buy things I've never even heard of. I've done that several times already. First, what is a muslin blanket? First off, Crystal asked me to go to the store and get some muslin blankets, and the first thing I thought of is, do I have to stop by the mosque?
I've never heard of a muslin blanket, actually.
But it's not it's not muslin, it's muslin. It's like a very thin, like cheesecloth sort of material. She could have just had. Why can't we just wrap the baby up in cheesecloths, which we got plenty of? Because I like to cook, so we got tons of them around.
What do they? Where in the store? Is this in the baby section of the store?
It's in the baby section, and they're it's like it's not a brand name. It's like a term for the product. So it's like facial tissue. That's muslin, whereas Kleenex is the name brand. That sort of thing.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, no.
And they're just thin little blankets. Also, synthetic nipples. Now, see, I thought I might have had to go down to Pure Pleasure to get those. Not so much. They're right.
This is what makes the dad mode podcast different from the mom mode podcast, because synthetic. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
No, I can already tell that since this, we're in such a politically correct world nowadays, where everyone gets shamed on Twitter. Could you believe what the celebrity said about this? And everyone brings out the foutrage, which I coined on Purple for the Win, the faux outrage, because everyone just wants to be pissed off about something fake that they don't even care about. Like, do you remember the Bring Back Our Girls campaign when over in Africa that like some warlord army just kidnapped a bunch of like innocent civilian women? And then every housewife with a laptop and everyone who wanted to shout out some faux outrage was like, hashtag bring back our girls, how dare you, for like a week. And then absolutely nothing. And the girls aren't even back.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not even saved yet.
And the one of them, a couple of them that are saved, came back pregnant, and probably through rape. But no outrage. We're already on to the next one. We're already on. Is the dress blue or white?
Oh yes, I remember that. I think that shows that I think America, we just have an attention deficit disorder issue where we want to jump in on something quick and to the point, and then we have to move on to the next thing.
And plus, we want to feel good, want to feel righteous. We're like, yes, bring back those girls, because I'm a good person. Damn it!
It makes up for all the times when we're not so righteous. And
Ooh, wait, Taco Bell has breakfast now?
We'd say that for another episode.
Number two of the 5 things I've learned so far. The wife was born to be a mom. Like, she is fantastic, and even though she's operating on very little sleep because we are breastfeeding, and I can't really do much. Like, my schedule is not too interrupted because I can't stay up through the night. Breastfeeding the baby. Well, I could, except it'd be really weird, and she wouldn't get much out of it. I might get something out of it, but. So, she's telling me, get your sleep, you got to do work, you got to do stuff, and, one of us may as well be functioning. And just the way that she, cares for little Muggsy, and she was like, it's like she was biologically built for this. It's weird.
Crystal's a great woman, and, I've known you both for a long time now, and I've always seen her to be a great mother someday. I didn't think about the whole like she wouldn't get much sleep. I guess I don't know. When feeding, does she have to be awake for feeding? I don't know if she could just fall asleep and nose her eyes up.
She just put the baby to her boob, and they're like, "All right, go at it. Mommy's catching some more Z's. While you're down there, give me a pack of Cool Lights."
Well, eventually, I mean, she can do the pumping, and then you can end up feeding her while she sleeps. I mean,
yeah, but they said the first couple weeks, they got to get her latched so she
Oh.
takes it or something like that. And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
we can't introduce a binky yet either.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, she just texted me. It's muslin, not muslin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the ISIS people are muslins.
Did not know that.
There you go. Number 3, I am a diaper changing fiend. I am fantastic at changing diapers. I actually kind of like it. I'm a little surprised because I'd never changed a single diaper before. I changed the very first diaper that Muggsy was in like an hour and a half after she was born. And I thought that it would be difficult, or I'd be afraid to hold the baby, or I'd be kind of grossed out by the stuff. But no, it's natural. Again, it's like you're almost wired for it.
Because I think I was there when you were changing. I mean, she was squirming a lot, but yeah, I think you handled it pretty well. I mean, as a not father, I think I worry about where's the arms and legs and all the squirming, and like they're usually crying when they're half naked and they're trying to fix a soiled wet diaper. I mean, so yeah, but you did it pretty quick, and I don't think you hurt her, so yeah.
Yeah,
You did pretty good.
We're already testing which diapers are the best, and we've done the Target store brand, Pampers, Loves, I believe, and Pampers is by far the best so far.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a spot where yes, you are basically throwing your money away, but it's almost better because it sticks better, it fits better, and they seem to absorb better, so you don't have to go through as many of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, plus, when cleaning her up with like the wipes, I always think, I'm just building up a ton of karma points. So when she has to change my diaper when I'm an old decrepit man, that she'll do it. She'll get out all the crevices and do a good job of it. Yeah, because I was thinking, if I'm her, I want to be clean.
Oh my God, I just picture that in my head. Oh my God, I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah, my old man diapers, like I'm Amelia Earhart flying across the world.
Hey, did you wait? Earlier you were saying you changed her first diaper. You said it was like an hour and a half after she was born.
Yeah.
So she already had like a dirty diaper within an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And plus, it's not. Yeah, it is holy crap, but it's not like the normal, brownish, greenish baby poop. Apparently, the first one is like a lot of like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's black. It's like tar. It's like gray tar pits down there.
We should put a disclaimer
I was thinking there's going to be some dinosaur bones down there. I could sell that diaper to OPEC.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be richer than the Saudis. Wow, that's already like 3 like Muslim references in an episode.
We're trying to hit a wide audience
I
here.
have nothing wrong with them because I watch Tyrant.
I have not seen that show.
It's a great show. Number 4, nothing will ever be the same, but in a good way. Like, yeah, I mean, we weren't. I was starting to get to the age where you're not going out on Friday nights and getting all crazy like in college back in the day, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, most Friday, Saturdays we're asleep by 10, unless SNL is new, and even that I'll just watch until Weekend Update and then catch the rest of it on Hulu the next day.
That's a growing up sign. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah, plus kids movies nowadays are awesome.
Oh no, I love buying kids movies. I just think they're funner, enjoyable stories. I mean, don't get me wrong, adult.
Even though Frozen is a piece of garbage.
Whoa.
Frozen is hot garbage on a very muggy day. It's like Indian food in a diaper, just out on a park bench.
And you're going to alienate 1/3 of our viewership right there.
No. Well, our avatar, our key demographic is men probably aged 24 to 45, somewhere in there. So they'll agree. Because, I mean, they may have liked Frozen the first time, which I did, and it's fine, but the repetitiveness of it and the fact that it's still the #1 Halloween costume 2 years after it was released, I mean, come on. And plus, the whole storyline is so stupid. I mean, the lady gets so full of herself and is like, oh, I'm causing all this damage. What can I do? Oh, I can just stop? Okay, end of movie. Roll credits. And now they're making a sequel of it because, of course,
money.
Tangled was way better, by the way. I'm a big Tangled fan.
Oh, I love Tangled too. I thought that was a better overall plot storyline. But for me, I liked Frozen had cute moments that made me laugh out loud, and I can see why a lot of people like it. I know my brother and sister-in-law who do have two girls. Who the girls love Frozen. They are burnt out by it, and I don't think my sister-in-law wants any more Frozen stuff in their house. Like it's almost going to be like a banned thing just because. Yeah.
Like I'm considering not letting Muggsy watch it, except then I know that she's going to live by her stupid little girl cousins, and then they'll be like, hey, come to my 4th birthday party. It's a Frozen theme. Even though, hey, what year is it? Oh, wait, it's 2019, and you're still doing a Frozen theme birthday party? Come on, Nate. The hell? How are you allowing this?
No, you have to admit, if you own Disney stock, you'd be cheering on Frozen like till the wind. I mean, come on. It's just, oh man, imagine all the revenue they're making from that. I don't know why Tangled didn't take off as well as there must have been a poor marketing rep for that Tangled movie. It's just because I thought Tangled was enjoyable. Their songs were fine. They were enjoyable.
Now see, the wife and I have had this discussion too. Like, yes, I have a daughter, and yes, she'll be interested in Disney movies because that's like the default. Except I don't like the Disney movies where the princess, quote unquote, the princess has to be rescued by a male presence, because I want Muggsy to grow up to be a strong, independent woman who can stand on her own merit, stand her own ground, can do any job just as good as a man, or even better, because she's smarter and she's half Asian and she can do math. But so movies like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is like, oh, I'm going to get poisoned by an apple, and the only thing that can save me is Prince Charming and 7 midgets. Oh, howdy.
From a historical perspective, since I love history, and I know you do too, I think it's necessary for the girls to see all these all the classics, the Snow White, the Sleeping Beauty, which actually I don't think I've even seen Sleeping Beauty all the way through, but at least I know enough about it. But you have to look forward to this newer time, the new generation in which your daughter's going to live. She's going to have.
See, that's why she's got to watch Brave. Brave. That little ginger girl was a hero. Yeah. Mulan. I mean, she'll self-identify with that. And also Mad Max Fury Road. I'm gonna have her watch that when she's 4, because Charlize Theron is the hero. Tom Hardy is the damsel in distress.
Yeah. You know what? I'll agree with that. Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
You did see that movie?
Number 5. I can't feed this kid crap. Like I honestly cannot. Oh, see, I cook at home anyways, and we usually cook with whole ingredients, and we don't do the whole, well, we only eat clean eating and blah blah blah. I mean, yes, we'll have pizza every now and then. We'll have ice cream and things that aren't that great for you, but in moderation. But overall, the wife and I do eat pretty good. Lots of vegetables, lots of lean proteins, etc. And I can't feed this kid processed crap that's going to make them obese, that's going to hurt their self-esteem, that's going to hurt their academic opportunities, that's going to hurt eventually their job things, because, man, fat kids, I don't know, I just want to pump them. And the thing is, I know a lot of it isn't their fault. It is their parents' fault. It is the school system, because well, now I'm a zealot because I just watched a food documentary, so that obviously makes me qualified. But it was Amy Klobuchar when they were trying to get pizza, like frozen pizza, out of the school lunch, like repertoire, and the Frozen Pizza Institute, which is a thing, put money in Amy Klobuchar's pockets. And then she's like, "Hey, wait a minute, hold on, tomato paste, that sauce." That's a vegetable. Aha. Pizza's a vegetable.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. Aha.
I don't know.
I mean, well, you see, Walmart is the topic for the next episode. I'm sure you got some good stuff there. But you've seen parents, with like the 4 kids, and then they got an entire shopping cart full of sugary processed crap, and the kids are just chowing down on that, and they're like Coke addicts now. They're like, give me some Gushers, and that whole thing. And Muggsy's not gonna be one of those kids where she's deprived of everything, because then as soon as she gets to college, then she'll be like a Coke addict. She'll eat 3 boxes of Gushers a day just because she's deprived as a child. But everything in moderation. It's not like she's not gonna have McDonald's, but it isn't gonna be every 3rd day like some of these kids do.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right there. The key is moderation. See, I think a lot of the Walmart group who, I mean, might have, not a big budget. I mean, they can afford, what are they going to do to keep their kids full? They're going to feed them a bunch of cheap, crappy things. I mean,
see, the thing is, though, is like even just learning some rudimentary kitchen skills, buying fresh produce, fresh vegetables, fresh meat, it's cheaper than buying like frozen pizzas and frozen chicken and frozen taquitos, blah blah blah.
Mama June don't have no time to make up no salads.
She's got time to fool around with a child molester though and get her TV show canceled.
I think a lot of shows on TLC are getting canceled now, isn't it? That Dugar show.
It used to be the Learning Channel, Nick.
I learned what I don't want to be. That's why it's the Learning Channel. Like, nope, not going to become like them. TV.
Gina Grad, who's the news girl on the Adam Carolla podcast, who I listen to, calls it TLC stands for Terrible Life Choices, which perfect. I think is fantastic.
Oh, that's perfect, yeah.
Also, something that's perfect is episode 2. Pretty much went through everything. That went by fast, Nick.
Oh, crap, are we done already? Wow, that was quick. Yeah.
That was episode 2, yeah. And, hey, if you want to support the show, just go to dadmode.com and dadmodepod.com and click the little Amazon button in the top left corner of the website. Yeah. And it'll just take you to the Amazon page, through our little portal. Book, market, and then shop. Buy all the crap you buy on Amazon normally, and we'll get a little taste. We'll get a little percentage. Keep this show going because I think it's going to be delightful. I think we're really going to reach people. Nick?
Oh, yeah, I agree. All sorts. I think it's variety. You and me are like opposites. You're day, I'm night.
You're night man. No, I'm day man, fighter of the night man.
We will eventually have the episode where you and I fight.
Right. The show is available on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at DadModePod or me at Andy Carlson Show. Nick, what's your Twitter?
At Nickason.
There you go. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/DadModePod. Website, like I said, dadmodepod.com. But until next time, be a man, be a father, go dad mode, stop burning your gosh darn burgers. See you next time.
The music was created and produced by deeB. To hear more of his tracks, check out soundcloud.com/deeB.